What's going on, everybody? This is David Mills here.
And Belly Pew!
My lovely wife, Velvaria, in Living with Autism, episode 334. And it's a Wednesday, and we're not doing a video vlog tomorrow anyway, which, if y'all know what that means we're not going out tomorrow. And yes, when I was talking about in last week's video blog that we were going to do the museum things this week, we decided not to, because the reason why, because Vel's birthday coming up, we're going to do it on her birthday. And her birthday is coming up in about 10 to 11 days. Technically, 10 days in the Philippines, 11 days here in the U.S. So, her birthday coming up on March 9th, so we're going to wait until her birthday with about a week and a half away. So, that's up and coming up, and on a Saturday, so it'll be very soon. So we're going to be planning for her birthday. And one thing we're doing is we're going to go do the museum tour because she wanted to tour around and also to see the dungeon. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing the dungeon. It'll look like I might have the rope in tomorrow. Rain coming in soon, but we're doing that. Also, we got other stuff planned for her birthday too. So yeah, but reason why we're doing a video blog tonight is because this girl works tomorrow. So yeah, but also I am still working on trying to plan to get ready to buy that new phone soon, because the phone I'm using right now, with it where the video coming from it definitely showing a little bit of problems with memory and really, Bill? That Val for you, but the reason. Val, can I please say what I'm saying?
No!
I'm gonna tickle you.
No, it's with my dog. She says hi.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Val the goofball. But what I was saying is that this phone is very wonderful, but it's the memory storage that I actually have a problem with. Nothing else, ironically, but it's showing something that I'm concerned with, because with my first phone, I recognized the problem way too late with my first phone. If y'all don't know, let me grab it. I gotta get the new bed soon, but...
Oh, yeah. I think it's looking at you.
Right, Phil? But this is my first phone right here. Which I have used it for videos in the past when it used to work back in 2018. And that was the last time I ever used this phone was 2018, before I kicked the bucket. But the thing is that it only had 4 gigs of memory, and I did not pay attention until it was too late. And Windows 4 gig ran out, and if you could guess, it was history. So I learned, and I'm going to say that I learned that when you have a phone, you got to, and I'm going to say it, you got to make sure you get one with good memory. And the thing is that I took a little too long with this phone. Let me move my phone case, or not my phone case, but my eyeglass case there for a minute. But the thing is that I waited too long with that phone, and it was not even a week before my birthday, like about 4 to 3 days before my birthday, when this phone kicked the bucket. It lasted about 2 years, ironically, but that because I was not doing that much on it, and most of my stuff on my Kindle Fire tablet, which
Kindle Fire tablet.
Oh, yeah.
You have that?
I still do, but I don't know where I have it at. But I quit using it after it started going into reboot every couple of minutes. When it started doing that, I knew it was time to get a new tablet. The reason why I bought this tablet, which
Nice.
when your electronic phone, I'm going to bring it up. When your electronic charge acting up, and there's no way to fix it, it's time to get new ones. And that's what I had to do. And with this phone that I'm talking to you on, yeah, it's a good phone. Problem is that I'm fighting memory problem, like the memory is eating itself up. And let's be honest, I don't know how much longer I have before it decided want to fry itself, because trust me, and I'm going to bring it up for people who don't know, and I want to bring it up. If you have a phone, the silent killer of phone is memory storage, and I'm talking about internal storage. Because if you don't pay attention to that, and you run out of storage in your phone, and you accidentally download something, reboot your phone, or your phone decided to want to have a software update if they're still doing software update. If you don't pay attention to that, when it comes time, that phone is going to run out of memory storage, and when it does, and I'm going to be honest, when it does, it's not going to be a good thing, because that phone won't have room to do a software update or anything, and when it does, it'll start acting up, malfunctioning and all that, and eventually it will fry itself. I actually learned that with this phone. That's how it worked, because this phone ran out of memory storage, and when it did, let's just say it was not going to be a good time, because what happened was that memory storage was the reason why that phone kicked the bucket. And I'll be honest, that's something I'm more paying attention now than I did when I was younger, because it's something you gotta pay attention to. Plus, it is a phone killer. And with this phone, I'm trying to make sure, right, it did a good job, because even though when I bought this phone last year, I did said in video blog and stuff that it was supposed to be a top gas phone, which I was hoping I was wrong about that, but I guess I was right, so I'm eating my words for it. You gotta love it when you set yourself up for a screw up. But you know, we live, we learn, and yes, I got to replace the light bulb up there really soon, because that's getting ready to go out soon, so I gotta replace the bulbs up there, so that's not gonna be fun having to do that. But I will say that this was one of my most enjoyable phones to use, even though it did not last that long. Heck, when I do get the new phone, I'm going to make sure that phone lasts a long time. But that for sure, because I take good care of my stuff. Like that phone with it, for people who don't know. Yep, there we go again. But for people who don't know, this model of phone, when I looked up the model of it, GJ phone normally lasts about 6 months to a year. Maybe a year and 6 months if lucky. I kept mine running from 2016 to 2018, seeing when it finally kicked the bucket, if y'all know what I mean. And my thing is, and I'm going to say it, that the phone did its job good, and it lasted longer than it should have. But when I got my next phone, which actually still works, I made sure that phone lasted about 4 years. I did not, technically actually 5 years, if you did think about it, because I got it back in 2018. It went on for almost 5 years, ironically. And it'll be going on 6 years this year, but not a normal phone, but a photo camera and stuff, because that's what I normally use it for now. And for YouTube Shorts, sometime if I feel like using it. But it's still a good phone. It still works. It's just that eventually it's going to kick the bucket too with memory building up, which it's something you can't control depending on what phone it is. This phone, I did not expect it to happen this fast, but it kind of did with, well, a yikes. But this phone did a job well, which I'm glad it did. But hopefully it lasted for another month or two before I could be able to have time for I could be able to buy a new phone. Because when I do, I'm going to need to buy a new one anyway. And the model actually already going out and being obsolete with it now being 2024. And it's the A13 with what I'm talking to you from. The phone model that I'm actually going to be buying is the A15. So I'm not going with the A14. I'm skipping that model because it has 64 gig. But it actually, right now, when it came out, it was good. But now that we're in the year we're in, nah. Because the new phone have about 128 gigs, if I can remember. So I'm going with the A15. That will be my next phone. If I had a lot more money, I would have gone with the higher model with higher memory storage, but you know, those phones are out of reach for right now, which kind of sucks because I would love to buy one. But that's up for another time. Now, I do got a lot of stuff to talk about for this week's episode of Voice of Autism, but some ideals with my wife that I want to talk about later on, like, you know, life path, ideal opportunities and stuff. Plus, debating about stuff in the autistic community, because with the Voice of Autism team, I do want to bring back something I used to debate about before Vel came to live with me back in 2020. And that is with, you know, stuff that go on in the autistic community. Because it wasn't things that I normally did, but yeah. Like Vel, you remember when I used to talk about stuff that go on in the autistic community a lot more back in the day?
Yeah.
And call out, like, child abuse and all that. You remember all that?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think when I used to do all of that? That, you know?
That's just part of you. That's it. I respect that.
Mm-hmm. But it's something I do want to bring back because, let's be honest, with it being 2024, what a gap, but with it being 2024, we're still dealing with stuff that we should not be dealing with. But that need to be called out. And hopefully, the year can get better, you know? Because there's stuff that I do want to talk about way more with that. Also, I do, and I'm going to say it, I do got a lot of stuff to talk about for this week's episode of Fan of Trains with. To be honest, I am taking up some crazy, wild stuff that actually, it's kind of funny that I've been thinking about. Also, I have been making curse meme a Brett line again. If y'all have not seen the curse memes I made, I might post them on my YouTube channel community page. Did for some funny stuff because, you know, they're curse memes, they're both be funny. And Brightline gave me get told to do this because his name is Genesis, and I'm going to bring a trains up real quick. If that P42 Genesis is a train or a locomotive, so it fits. So it kind of wrote in a curse meme that we do, but he tried to do curse memes of me too, so all fair and all well, you know? But it's something we do enjoy. But yeah. So Vel, you want to say something about how you're working on your GED? With how it's going? Because that reason why you were out today.
Oh, and just simply like back to basics though. Like maybe back to basics and have to work double time on my study times. Even though I got a work schedule that's long, But I am, after that work schedule's done, I am available most evenings to do my study.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can do for right now.
Now, the other thing is that it's good about Vel doing her GED, and that will improve her chance when it comes to doing the U.S. citizenship check. We'll gotta wait about 3 years before that, and we're already halfway through the first year, so we got about 2.5 years left to go. Once we hit that last year, we're going to start working on that like no tomorrow, and that for sure. But it's something that, I'll be honest, it's something that I'm working on, and that for sure. But it's something that we're finally getting to, and also with her doing her GED, that one step closer of her doing college again. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
This check will help you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yep.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting the opportunity to go to college again, and also being able to,
Citizenship.
Yep, so ironically helping you with 2 birds.
That's for 3 birds.
True, that is true. But yeah. But we do have a lot of stuff planned, and ironically, next video blog won't be on a Wednesday, Tuesday, or Friday. Next video blog will actually be on a Saturday, ironically, because 1, their birthday, 2, it'll be something interesting because we are going out and about, because it's the Diva herself birthday, and we're going to have some fun. And I'm going to document it. So, yeah. And hopefully everything's set up right, if y'all know what I mean. But, yeah. But it is getting late. It almost, what time is it?
4 minutes to 10.
It's almost 10 o'clock, and Val got work tomorrow. What time?
7.
So, you will have to get up early, so we got to get ready for you to go to bed. But it's been a good week, and it is hump day, so I hope everybody have a good hump day, and hope we are ready to get over the work week so far, because it's almost a weekend. So yeah, but I hope everybody enjoyed the video blog.
Like and subscribe and snuggles.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
Rock and roll.
Bye guys, and have a nice night, and peace out.